I'm just sick and tired of these movements. So many fitness influencers praise these movements and tell you gotta do them. They're the staple of a lot of programs out there, but to me, they're completely overrated. I don't have my clients do them. I don't do them because again, they're just completely overrated. And the first culprit when it comes to an overrated exercise, flat dumbbell bench press. There is no reason to do the flat dumbbell bench press. The flat dumbbell bench press to me is basically an ego lift. You're picking up the biggest dumbbells you can in the gym and you're just banging them out. Now, the difference between a flat dumbbell press and a regular barbell press is that with a barbell press, you're gonna be able to recruit more weight. More weight equals more muscle being used. When you're using dumbbells, you can't use as much weight. Think about it. Let's just say you normally bench 275 pounds in the gym. Let's just say that's what you bench press. Now, if you were to pick up the heaviest flat dumbbells for flat dumbbell press in the gym that you could, let's just say it's 100s or even the 120s. If you combine that total weight, that's only 240, less than what you normally would do if you had a barbell in your hands. And yes, when you do dumbbells, you're gonna activate a little bit more muscle. You're gonna use those stabilizer muscles to help keep the dumbbell steady, but that's also what's preventing you from lifting more weight. And as we know, when you overload your muscles consistently and you're in the most stable position, you're gonna get the most out of that movement. Dumbbells are not a stable movement that you should be doing. So especially when it comes to flat dumbbell pressing is a complete waste. Switch and use the flat bench and you'll get way more development out of that movement. Now, there is something to say for dumbbell incline press. I do like those. I don't think those are overrated. But flat dumbbell, for sure, overrated. Throw them out, do incline instead, or do a flat barbell press instead. All right, second movement, barbell curls. Now, most people will tell you that barbell curls are a staple in developing big biceps. But I'm gonna argue with you and say that that's not the case at all. If you're having trouble stimulating your biceps and getting them to grow and develop, it's probably because you're doing the barbell curls. Barbell curls allow you to use a lot more weight, but what comes with more weight with barbell curls is poor form. So you're gonna end up cheat curling the weight and not getting anything out of that. So what I would recommend instead of doing the barbell curls is doing a dumbbell curl instead, because you can keep your arm in a much more fixed position and you can isolate each side in particular. You can really focus on the squeeze on top and focus on squeezing one arm at a time while getting the most out of that movement. Yes, very different than what I just talked about with the barbell press versus the flat dumbbell press, because yes, you're gonna have to use less weight, but I would argue using less weights on dumbbell curls is gonna be more effective for developing your biceps. Because again, the biceps are a very, very small muscle. It's a single joint muscle, meaning that it's the only thing that's working when you're doing it. When you're doing a barbell curl, you can use your lower back, you can use your upper back, you can use your shoulders to curl the weight in. When you're using a dumbbell curl and you're doing it nice and strict, you're just using your bicep. So you're gonna get way more out of that and be in a much safer position, much more comfortable for your elbows and your shoulders, and you're gonna have less injuries because with a barbell, you're in a fixed position. It could really damage your wrists. Again, cheat curling could hurt your back, a lot better. Now, the third most overrated movement that people do in the gym is excessive shoulder pressing. If you want a good looking physique, if you want someone to look at you and say, wow, this person's in really, really good shape, you need to focus on developing those muscles. And when it comes to your shoulders, it's not coming from the pressing portion of the motion. It's actually coming from the lateral movement and the rear delt movement, because those are the muscles that you actually see. When you're looking at someone straight on, you're noticing rounded shoulders, and that's coming from more lateral raises, not from actually shoulder press. Most people do way too much pressing. Now, I've done this in the past. I've done a lot of shoulder pressing, and I've done very minimal shoulder pressing, and I've gotten no difference in development from the shoulders that way. But when I focus more of that effort toward focusing on the middle portion of the delt and more lateral raises, I've gotten way more looks to my physique, and my physique just takes on a different look. So instead of allocating a lot of your shoulder movements to pressing, I would push them and focus more on lateral raises and rear delt raises. And you can keep the pressing in there, but I would keep it as minimal as possible. I would do more laterals, more rear delt first, and then add in any type of pressing movement. So people go ham with pressing movements. There's really no reason to, especially if you're bench pressing heavy. Now, if you want to learn how to train correctly and totally transform your body, I want you to click the link below, and in there is my free 6-week training program that I want to give you for free because I want to help you to train the right way without the fluff. This was Anthony, AB Fitness Center, and I'll catch you on the next one. If you're interested in taking your health and fitness journey to the next level, be sure to check out my diet books and training programs. These resources are designed to provide you with the tools and knowledge you need to reach your goals and feel your best. Click the link to pick up my books right on Amazon.